Hey guys, and welcome back with me, NG Paradox, and of course Cardiff City. It is now September, so we're going to play 2 matches in this month and hopefully get some more points to make sure we survive another season in the Premier League. Over the last month, obviously you did see the first game of the season, an amazing win against Man City. I could not quite believe what happened. What the hell did we just see? Obviously, we're extremely lucky, but the team, they work so hard. And our new signing, Sergi Enrich, he scored that winning goal. It was a magical moment, we have to admit. It was a magical moment for the team. We needed a win like this against one of the big teams. We didn't get any last season. So it was really nice to start off this season with a win there. After that, we played against Arsenal. Another massive game. And in fact, the next 2 months, the first 2 months, we had massive games. We got Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, all in our first, 5 games of the season. 4 of them in the Premier League are against the top 6 teams. Ridiculous start to the season. So after we played Arsenal, we did lose against Arsenal 2-1. Arsenal played really well. They completely outperformed us, really. They scored 2 goals in the first 6 minutes, so that worried me a lot. Ozil and, of course, Pierre scoring both in the first 10 minutes, and I thought, okay, this is going to go downhill very quickly. But somehow we managed to hold them off for the rest of the match, and in the 93rd minute, Ndidi got a goal, which I was not expecting. It was nice to get himself on the score sheet. So the first 2 games, our first 2 goals, both scored by new signings. I mean, that has to be a good sign, I guess, but we were kind of lucky to get that goal. I think Arsenal deserved their win. But 2-1 isn't too bad, It's definitely going to look good for our goal difference, so I was quite happy with that. After that game, we came up against Stoke, one of the new teams that made it back into the Premier League last season, and we just won the match 2-1. This was a difficult game. Things went off really well for us. We got a nice little own goal at the very beginning. This was very lucky. As own goals normally are, it was a pretty lucky goal to get. Then they equalised in the 11th minute, and they were actually looking really good. I think this is going to be a very close season. I think we've got to be very careful this season. I think the 3 teams that have come up, you got Stoke, you got Aston Villa, and you got Swansea. I think they're going to play really well. If that Stoke match was any indication, they're going to play well, because they've all actually got decent teams before they came up, but they've all made it back up. They've all made it up, so I think they're going to do quite well. Maybe not Wolves well, but I think they're actually going to do quite well. So I'm a little bit nervous now after playing that match. But Ndidi got another goal and won us the game. We managed to hold on until the end. Dos Santos did get injured though, but I think that was a sign of the other teams coming up are definitely going to put up a challenge. They're not going to be a walk in the park. We don't have them to safely know they'll get relegated. It did worry me a little bit, but we did get the win, so that was great. After that, we played Bristol City in the English Football League. We won 1-0 thanks to Sergi. So again, all of our goals are coming from our new players, it feels like. We were actually really lucky here. We couldn't break Bristol City down, and it was a pretty even match. So again, that worried me. After the Stoke game, we just won. We then played Bristol City, and we just won again. I got a little... These last 2 games made me a little bit nervous. Then we played against Tottenham, another big game like Arsenal, Man City, and we lost 2-1. Exactly the same as the Arsenal game. They got the first 2 goals, Ure and Ricardo Pereira, and then Chris Mayfam got an 89th minute goal. Last minute goal, I mean, it was kind of just a bonus really than anything. Tottenham were the better team, like the Arsenal game. But the fact both those games ended 2-1, again, those games against the big teams gave me a little bit of confidence. Against small teams, though, I got a little bit worried, but we managed to pull through, so I'm feeling quietly confident right now. But that was the first month. Ndidi he came second in the Players of the Month, so that was nice for him. But today we've got Man United and Aston Villa. So let's see what we can do here. And Man United's camp, obviously, Mourinho is still the manager for them. They did win last year, so they're coming off a high from there. David De Gea is their key player, as people would expect. He's normally ridiculously good in these games. I know a lot of people are thinking last year. A lot of people complain that Man United were too good in last year's FM. I always thought it was because of David De Gea. I think they've actually overrated his stats a bit, and so he actually makes Man United really good because he's ridiculously good in the game. I think that's my opinion. I don't know. I haven't really checked him out this year, though, so I don't know how good he is this year. But when it comes to outs, they sold 51 million, and they brought 181 million when it came to this summer transfer. They spent a lot of money, including Eden Hazard from Chelsea. What crazy man at Chelsea sold Eden Hazard? Who was it? Okay, Sarri decided he didn't need Eden Hazard. N'Golo Kante was enough for him. I guess he didn't like him, but that's crazy. And for 67 million, like in today's economy of football, any team would spend this money. Any team would spend this money for Eden Hazard. He's a great player. Him being at Man United is kind of scary. Dembele they also got from Tottenham for 72 million. What? This is who I think it is, yeah? He's 32 years old. He's 32 years old. And they bought him for 56, but could go higher than Hazard? What, Mourinho, what have you been drinking? I mean, he is a good player, but he's quite old now, and for that amount of money, that seems crazy to me. And they got Victor Wanyama from Tottenham as well. They give Tottenham a lot of money this summer. Wow. They also spent a little bit of money overseas as well on a couple of other players, but yeah, Eden Hazard probably was their big buy because, you know, Dembele could rise up to more than Eden Hazard, but, you know, not yet. So Eden Hazard was their big buy. And to be honest, you know, it's a very good play. You know, good buy there by Man United. Makes me a bit worried to face them because, yeah. At the moment, obviously, the league is still pretty wide open, so there's not really much we can read from this right now. But we do have 6 points in 4 games. I'm happy with that. I've said before, we want more points than games played. That's what we want. And Ashley Young has 2 assists, so, you know, maybe he turns out to be a good, you know, bring-in after all. He was free as well. So, you know, I can't really complain about that. Today we're going to go with the same formation that got us points against Man City. That's why I'm keeping this formation. I do want to change to the other formation, but Luke Ayling has been injured, so I haven't been able to use my more, shall we say, I'm going to use as more attacking formation. Well, it should be, but it won't be at the moment. But we haven't been able to use the other formation because he's been injured. He's back now, but we still can't use it because we're playing Man United. I want to use this formation. Everything is basically the same as before. You know, Cabot on the wing there, Murphy as well, Ndidi and Gunnarsson in the middle, Young and Cunningham as the wing-backs, and the defence and goalkeeper are the same, actually, I think, completely as last time. Dos Santos was injured for a little bit. He's back now. He probably will go ahead of Jimmy Cabot, potentially. I'm not decided. I like both of them, so we'll have to wait and see. But let's just jump right into it. Playing defensive, of course, because it is Man United. We are playing away from home, but we did play Man City. We did get the win there. If these guys work hard, who knows? And look at this. Look at this team. Eden Hazard, Mata, and Sanchez. What? That is a good attack. And you got Pogba and Wanyama behind them. You know, that's a good midfield right there. Lindelof, Jones, Dalot, and Rojo at the back there. Maybe the defense, I'd say, is weaker than the midfield. Martial at front and De Gea in the goal. I mean, who needs a good defense when you got De Gea? So yeah, maybe we can get lucky. I think we could. We got to make sure we can make sure the creative attack can't do anything, which is going to be very difficult. There's no pressure on them. Yeah, go out and enjoy your football. No pressure on you. You got to remember, guys, this is the 4th big game we've had in 5 Premier League matches. So really, once we get through these games, most of the big games for this first half of the season are going to be easy. Only 2 more of the top 6 teams we have to play this first half. So hopefully we can just get as many points as we can now, and we'll regain them for the rest of the season. But this has been a horrible start for a team. It's horrible. This game sees Ashley return to his former club. Hopefully they'll remember what he's done. He played for them for a number of years. He may not have been the best player for Man United, but I think a lot of Man United fans, maybe not all of them, but I think a few of them do appreciate him. He does seem to care. He does seem to try. And even at his age, he can still give something, you know. The fact he went to play for England is pretty crazy. But Young, with a free kick, oh, imagine if Young had scored that free kick. That would have been incredible. At Man United, at Old Trafford, for Cardiff City. His first goal as well, for us at least. I'd have loved that. But yeah, Young is not going to be our main wing-back. You know, Ayling is going to go in front of him, but that's when we're playing with the right back, not the wing back. Wing back is going to be Young, and Patterson's going to be the backup for him. But Mata now have a free kick. And, okay, he kind of hit it over the bar, but it stayed on. Okay, I was going to say, was he going to show Young how to do it? We got a throw-in now for Man United. Okay, Rojo, Pogba. Can Pogba do anything with it? He's hit it over to Diogo. Cunningham blocked it. Good block there by Cunningham. Good getting the ball, but Murphy couldn't pick it up. The Man United player got it first. Pogba hits it to Mata. Mata goes for the long shot. Quick, hard strike, but over the bar. Nothing that's really going to hurt Smithies. Good job, Smithies. Good job. Safe hands, Smithies, we call him. But other than that, stat-wise, it's not looking great for us. Mata now with a corner. And are you... Ndidi apparently tripped up their player. I didn't see it. But, wow. The ball wasn't even at them yet. Hazard. And Hazard, of course, scores the penalty. Nothing Smithies could do there. That's kind of a shame. We seem to be doing okay defensively. And apparently, Ndidi just tripped up one of the Man United players in the box for no reason. I guess they got in a fight, maybe? I don't know. Okay, Man United are all over us right now. Great tackle, though, by Gunnarsson. Great ball, possibly to Enrich. Is anyone going to get in the middle to help him? No one's there, but it bounced off to Cabot, and Cabot hits it over. Okay, that was like our only attack. That was like the only attack we've actually had. Yeah, stat-wise, this is not looking great, is it? Possession. We kind of don't want much possession. That's how this tactic's meant to play. But they're getting way too many shots off. 20 shots! And it's only been the first half, and it's 2-0. Victor Lindelof scoring from the corner there by Juan Mata. This actually could be the worst defeat we've had so far. This could be the worst game I've seen so far this season. We're playing worse than we did against Arsenal. Oh, that was a pretty good effort there by Mata. Gunnarsson gets out, but definitely worse than Tottenham and Arsenal. Of course, definitely worse than the Man City game. Ah, wow. 25 shots in the first half. That means they do the same thing in the second half. They get 50 shots. Okay, that's it. I'm going to be assertive or aggressive. Let's be aggressive. That was absolutely terrible. Yeah. I know I said no pressure, but this is ridiculous. You know, it could have been way more than 2-0. It could have been 4-0 by this point, really. You guys are lucky. Hazard coming in. Great tackle there by Young. You guys need to actually start performing. Give our fans something to shout about. Mata hits it in, and it's a disallowed goal. Phil Jones is offside. That was good. That's good for us. At least something's going our way. We don't need to see. We know he's offside, even though I didn't see. I trust the referee if it's going our way. Okay, Pogba hits it up to Alexis. Alexis runs down the wing, and he gets it nicely to Martial, and Martial scores with a lovely little header. His first goal of the season, apparently. Great for him. Great for him. 3-0. Not happy with this at all. This has been an atrocious game. How can his tactic... This is the thing, though. This is the thing about football, isn't it? You know, football does this. It starts making you question whether the tactic works or not. You know, one moment the tactic works, you do really well. One moment, then it doesn't. And then you start to question, you're like, am I got this all wrong? Does it not work at all? But then, obviously, if you change it, it might make it worse. And actually, the tactic does work. It's just in that game, maybe. The opposition tactics were just great against you. Or you're just unlucky. Or you're just a bad team and they have Eden Hazard making it 4-0 before the 60th minute. Wow. Our goal difference is going to look great. I need to make some changes because this is ridiculous. The defense apparently aren't doing badly. We're going to take off Ashley Young. I don't think he can play against his former team. I don't think he can do it. Wilfred Ndidi gave away the penalty. Oh, yeah, our attacks aren't doing anything. Junior, you're going to come on for Josh Murphy. He needs someone to make a difference. Joe, you're going to come on for Wilfred. It's just not been a good game overall for the entire team, really. I don't think anyone has played great. I guess Smithies has done a good job, you know, considering how many shots they've had. It's only 4-0. Is pretty good, to be honest. You got to give Smithies credit there. 32 shots, 14 have been on target, and it's only 4-0. That doesn't seem too bad to me. You know, we could definitely not blame Smithies for this. Can we blame the defense? I don't know. That one's hard to say as well. They are facing a lot of attacks. Pogba with a long shot. They get it out. Hopefully now we can just keep it at 4-0, guys. Please, just don't lose by any more. 4-0 is enough. Please, Man United, we're already dead. We're already dead right now. Mata fires it back into the centre. Pogba, Hazard. Please take Hazard off. Please give Hazard a rest, guys. Mourinho, please to take Hazard off. He needs a rest. He's tired. And Juan Mata making it 5-0 in the 72nd minute. Ugh. Ugh. Blimey. Well, I made my changes. We're already playing defensive. I'm not going to go more defensive than that. And if I go to attack, you might say maybe we've been too defensive possibly, but I just think our tactic is... Yeah, I think our tactic just isn't good against Man United. In that midfielder, they have a lot of creative midfielders, and our kind of formation and tactic here is to bring the opposition towards us, and that's just asking for trouble against such a creative team. I guess I was feeling overly confident because of how the games went against Tottenham, Arsenal, and Man City. So it made me a bit too confident there. Okay, we've learned a lesson there. If I know the team's very creative, I should try and change it. I'm disappointed, but I'm not going to be too disappointed with them. It's my own fault. My own tactic caused this. 5-0 to Man United. Well, guys, I apologise for that thrashing by Man United. Hopefully things can improve. We do have a nice little game next coming up against Aston Villa. And I'll see you then. And here we are. Aston Villa awaits. I'm hoping for, shall we say, an answer from my players after that horrible defeat. Humiliating defeat to Man United. Our players actually had to give a refund to the fans for coming to that game because that game was absolutely terrible. After the rest of the games this season, which I've been, kind of quietly confident, that was a really depressing match to have to watch. But that was completely my fault. The tactics weren't for that type of team or that type of match at all. I have to hold my hands up. I was getting too confident. I always do that. I always end up doing that. But we got a match against Aston Villa, who've just come up. But their team, you could argue, last season were as good as our team, maybe better. That's how bad our team was last season, technically. But they've obviously come in and spent money as well. They spent 44 million coming back into the Premier League. We can see here the players they brought in. Harry Maguire, who I think was their marquee signing. 14 million could rise to 19 million from Leicester. Ridiculously good. I had actually thought about buying him myself, but he performed really badly last season. And Ndidi seemed to me like he performed better, at least in my opinion. So I thought I'd bring in Ndidi instead. But yeah, they got some very good players here. Oscar Hiljemark. He's a player that I recognize. I did manage Sweden in the 2018 FM, so I recognize a lot of Swedish players now. That's always fun. But a lot of players there. Have they done the right thing? Have they spent lots of money and brought in the correct players, or have they brought too many players in and maybe the team cannot really adapt to that many players? We'll have to wait and see. Today we're going to try out our new tactic though. We're going to try our more attacking tactic to make our fans and the board a little bit happier. Cahill is injured right now. He's out for a couple of weeks, so we'll not be able to use him. At the moment, we've got Sergio and Rich up front, our new striker. Murphy and Cabot on the wings. Rouse has come into the midfield here. Really like our midfield. It was nice to be able to use three midfielders at the moment. Rouse, Gunnarsson, Ndidi obviously at the back there. Doing very well for us so far as our new sign-in. Cunningham. Ayling has come at the right back here. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. He's not really been given a chance yet because we've been playing with the wing back, and I thought Young would be better for that. But Ayling coming in at the right back here. We've got Mayfam, who I think he's actually stepped up to the Premier League pretty well so far, but it's only the beginning of the season. He's still 21 years old. Next to him, we've got Morrison because Cahill is out. And of course, Smithy's at the back. They're playing attacking football because that's what the fans want to see. I couldn't really think of any particular tactics to do with this formation to go with us. Nothing really stood out to me. The other one, we got a real kind of set-up tactic that worked last season. But I couldn't really think about what to do for this. So I decided to go just let them play their natural game. I trust these players. That's why I've kept them. That's why I brought these players in. These are players that I trust. So I'm not going to overcomplicate things. I'm going to keep it simple. We're just going to go attacking. I'm going to see how they do. And it will be interesting to see if you don't give them too much, orders, how would the team do? Because we know that they've updated all the tactics and stuff. So is it necessary, or can you keep things quite simple and still do well? Here's the Aston Villa team, though. They got two up top. Three in the midfield here. I was actually thinking about doing this formation at the start of the season because we do have a good midfield, but I went for this instead because I like Josh Murphy. He was important for us last season, but yeah, I had thought about this formation as well. Maguire at the back there, right in the middle. Nyland in goal. It's an interesting team. I'm actually interested to see how this comes together for them. But I think we are a better team. Yes, maybe. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I think that we can definitely beat them. But I said after that Stoke game, it was pretty obvious these new teams are probably going to still be pretty good. We'll ask them passionately to do it for the fans because we are playing at home today. We've had a tough run of games. 4 of the top 6 teams already in our first 5 games. Now we need to start getting points, get the morale back up because our morale is not great because we've had tough games. Hopefully the players understand that. And the fans, everyone should. You know, Murphy then. Ooh, getting tackled straight away there. But moving on. Grealish playing in the midfield there. Nice young player. Their key player as well. But Raul's now over corner. Doesn't get to anyone. Gets it to Enrich though. Raul's again. Can he have a second chance? He gets it to Ayling. Ayling gets it to Ndidi. Ndidi passes back to Cunningham. Cunningham to Rowe. Okay, that was Raul's long shot there. We know our midfield can score. Raul's again with another corner. Hits it in. Doesn't get to anyone. Kodija from Aston Villa hits it out. Ayling now. Picks up the loose ball. Nothing from there. But as I was saying, Grealish, a young player. I mean, he's not even that young anymore. It's kind of weird. All those young players that came out a few years ago, like, you keep thinking they're young and still got great potential. But a lot of them now aren't young anymore. They're 23, 24, 25 years old. It's funny how time goes by so quickly. But so far, we're looking pretty good. Not looking too bad. Not great, but I'm quietly confident right now that we can beat Aston Villa. We are playing at home. And even though we're playing attacking, it's still going well. I'm liking this. Okay, good to see the tactic can work. Good to see we can play attacking football. Hopefully, our board and fans will be happy. Ndidi has got injured, though. That's not good. He's our big sign-in. We spent a lot of money on him, but Ndidi picks up the ball. Rouse. He gets it back to Ndidi. Ndidi passes back. Gunnarsson. Rouse to Ayling. To Cabot. Ayling again. We're just passing it around right now. Very simple. Easy stuff. Cunningham running in, though. Can he get it in? He does, but not a great angle there for Murphy. Not a great angle at all. But he tried. You know, you got to give him credit for that. But we don't need trying. We need goals. We need goals. Rouse, not a good free kick, really, was that? Not at all. So far, Grealish has a corner, and it almost went in. Aston Villa has as many shots on target as we do. So for all those like double shots that we have, we've not really done anything more with it than Aston Villa have. Okay, it's not looking amazing so far. We'll go look at that after this. I need to tell them. Do it for the fans. Yeah, okay, I'll keep to that actually. I agree. I'm gonna just say do it to the fans. Let's look at the analysis. What did they think? He suffered an injury, always press, ease off tackles. Nothing too important there I think we need to take on. We will have to make some changes over Ndidi injured. I guess we could take off Ndidi. Let's do that and go over more attacking play. Let's bring on Dos Santos. And let's put him in the attacking midfield role. So we can hopefully try and do some better attacks here. You two can stay as you are. I'm happy with that. Okay, take off Ndidi. Be a bit more of an attacking formation. Maybe this is what we need. But Aston Villa now have a throw-in. Cabot heads it away. And what are they going to do with it? Okay, Ayling kicks out. Ayling's done well so far. I think Ayling's done well. He's, I think, going to be a good player for us. Enrich. What's he going to do? Ooh, I thought he'd pass it to Josh Murphy, but he went for the run. He got past the defenders, which I didn't think he'd be able to do, but the shot was a little bit weak. At least he'll count on target, but wow. Callum O'Hare, first goal of the season, scores a goal off from our shots. Wow. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. I just changed the formation. Was that why? Was not having that defensive midfielder what made that goal go in? It could have been. We've had the same shots on target so far. Josh Murphy has... Yeah, Josh Murphy's not in a good game. Take him off. He's got a yellow card as well. Bring on Junior. We'll make him a support. Giovanni Dos Santos, you go attack. Sergio, he's not had the worst game. He's not the best game either. We'll leave our last substitute for now, but we need a goal. We've got to at least draw this match. We have to. Mayfam. Okay, Cunningham. Gets it back to Rowles. Gunnarsson. Cunningham. Back to Rowles. At least we're looking better than the Man United game. That's all I can say. Cunningham. What's he going to do? Gets one in, but doesn't get to anyone, just the Aston Villa players there. Cabot hits another one in. And Giovanni Dos Santos, the Mexican surprise. He has scored the equalizer. Thank you so much, Dos Santos. See, I don't know what it is about him. I believed him. I brought him in because I like him. And for some reason, he has made a difference when he's played or come on. I don't know how he does it. And he's done it again. Even in the new season, we brought new signings. Dos Santos is the man. Not taking it away from Cabot. That was a good cross to him. But it's only because Dos Santos was in the right position. Gunnarsson's looking a bit tired. Let's bring on Patterson for him then. We'll make him a ball-winning midfielder. And we'll make him more defensive. You know, make sure they don't score again. We're going to have to leave it like that then. We've got 15 minutes. I think with how we've been playing, we could definitely win. But Aston Villa could, we could definitely not score as well because of how it's gone so far. It could really just go the way. Maybe a draw is fair, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not sure. We should have done more of the chances that we had. But maybe that's just Aston Villa. They were playing to try and stop our creativity. And we're coming down 6 minutes of extra time left. But no highlights. No highlights really since we scored. At all. It looks like it's going to end. Yep, it's going to end 1-1. Okay, not great. After coming from that Man United game, I really wanted to see a difference here and get a win because we played some tough games. We need to start getting back into some winning ways. I think this does show that we were quite lucky against Man City. But a draw against Aston Villa, okay, fine, we'll take it. Our first draw of the season, I think. We'll say... Okay, the dog... Jay, puppies, it's okay. It's okay, it's just a draw. It's okay. Butter Bubble, it's just a draw. I know it's Aston Villa. I know they're a new team, but it's only our second season, you guys. Don't get upset. So the dogs are getting upset. They don't like it. And because of that, I'm going to have to leave because they're going to get more upset. And Didi's out for a little bit. Not the greatest of results. So I was hoping for at least a win against Aston Villa. I expected to lose against Man U, but it was an absolute thumping by them. So overall, this was disappointing, I have to say. Next, we got Portsmouth in the EFL Cup. We got Bournemouth after that. And we'll be back probably with a game against Liverpool and Wolves. 2 tough games. But then we got Chelsea. Oh, what a horrible few months this has been of tough games. But next month, hopefully, this is the time to get wins. But see you then.